is probably the biggest week. I mean, it's obviously the biggest week of December. It's the biggest week that we're going to have going into the end of the year. It might honestly be the biggest week of the year here. That's what we're looking at. We have the 10-year auction today. We have the 30-year auction tomorrow. Those two pieces of data that we're going to be receiving right around 1 p.m. today and tomorrow are incredibly important. We have CPI data tomorrow. We have PPI data on Wednesday. We have the interest rate decision from Powell. We have the prepared Q&A and remarks. Or not prepared Q&A, the prepared remarks and the Q&A session with Powell on Wednesday. Guys, this week is huge. I'm very interested in Tesla. Those of you guys that were coming to the newsletter, the video newsletter stream that we do on Sundays, those of you guys that are on the email list that have downloaded the free ebook, we covered all of that too. You guys have all the tickers that we're looking for going into this week. It's going to be fun, man. But welcome back, everybody. Again, for those of you guys filtering in right now, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Helps out a whole lot. Getting these streams out to some more people. Again, nobody's able to really do and explain things that we are over here just because of the experience that I've had really over the last 10 years here. So I hope you guys are ready for another very, very interesting day. We've got about 29 minutes until the market opens. 10-year yields are coming up. TLT coming down a little bit here, which is fine. I mean, we've gone on a nasty move to the upside. We got to kind of set a new low if we want to come back to the upside there, which this week is going to be very important for. The thing that I'm most interested in is this 30-year auction tomorrow, because last time this happened, there was like a Chinese bank cyber attack. Now, if you guys know anything about government debt, who holds most of it, who's one of the largest participants in the United States debt market, well, it's China. So if they're unable to participate, well, the demand's going to be a lot lower, yields are going to be higher, and then you see exactly what you saw last time, which I believe was this day here. Where yields freak out. Benjamin, Rycack, Angel, Daily, Taylor, Gerald, all you guys filtering in here, let me know. I want to see all the familiar faces. If you guys are new to the stream, let me know too. I'd love to say hi. I would love to say hi. Let's see what we're going to get here. Yeah, and again, all of you guys remember Apex is still having that like 71% off sale for you guys if you want to take advantage of that. We still got to get the prop firm video out to you guys. I'm just waiting on a couple of other things. I have the all the rules listed out. So just waiting on one or two more things to kind of finish up and finalize before I can do that with you. But we're going to have some fun. We got a lot of tickers this week too. So when I was going through the ticker list, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including TLT that I'm watching this week. So going to be an interesting week. I'm going to have to kind of cycle through here, set some price alerts just in case. I'm not going to be taking all of them. Thoughts on Roku? I'll take a look at Roku for you. Okay, so I mean, this is a little bit like the Carvana one. I personally am not a fan of when these stocks move to the upside and then they slowly trend down like this. Again, you would have to play the break of a trend line, which I personally hate. I like those consolidation moves. I like when it consolidates in a range and then starts to blast to the upside. This is not really showing me that. Could this thing easily get a break and start moving up? It absolutely could. It's just not really what I like to trade all the time. So I don't hate it though. It's not the worst thing in the world here. It's not the worst thing in the world. All right, let's see here. What up, guys? All right, this is going to be a good week. This is going to be a very, very fun week. Oh, we'll stream Powell on Wednesday for you guys, too. I know, we didn't do the last Powell. I was just kind of sitting here listening. But, yeah, we'll stream Powell. That'll be fun. Yeah, so, I mean, I still have the Carvanas. Those I made very free on Friday when we had this nice move to the upside. So, again, this is kind of what I'm looking at here. You get the nice pop, kind of starts moving down and then pops back to the upside again. This one's slightly different with how heavily shorted it is, how like sold off, how aggressively sold off this thing was. Little bit different there compared to that Roku trade that you were just looking at. Tyler, what's up, man? Benjamin says smash the like button as you come in. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, again, hitting that like button as you're coming in helps out a whole lot. Again, we are live every single day now. Every day we're live. Mornings are a little slow. I mean, it's fine. We're hanging out, having a good time. Man. That's always fun. Too bad you'll be at work. Oh, that's fine. You can catch the replay. You can catch the replay. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of gems too in the weekly video newsletter too. I was so tired too. I didn't eat anything. I had an interesting night the night before, but hey man, got to get your work done. Oh, market's popping up a little bit. Oh, you guys haven't asked about the algo yet. The algo is nasty. So I have already. I know some of you guys saw this on Twitter. I have a bunch of these strategies, guys, that like they just print over time. The funny thing is about them, I hate saying it like this. I said it on Instagram, but like the way that they work is that you don't actually have to know what you're doing. Like in order to create them, you have to know what you're looking for and like know what you're doing. But like in order to execute it, you don't. It's just math, statistics, numbers, probability. So, I mean, you guys saw the data on Twitter. I took it down, though. I took it down. So, I have a plan for what we're going to do with that. I have a bunch of them. So, with those strategies, guys, I can actually probably say this right now. So, what we're probably going to do with that basically algorithm bot strategy is I'm going to update the day trading mastery course with that once I get some of the new data here. I already have all of 2023 so far, which you're up, what? It was like 295 points, which if you're trading one contract on ES, you're up 150%, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, we're going to be adding that strategy into the day trading mastery course for you guys. So again, you already have the one fully back-tested strategy that absolutely prints, teaching you how to trade futures, options, a little bit of Forex in there too, because I know a lot of the people on like TikTok and Instagram just eat that stuff up. I don't know why, but they do. And I mean, for right now, all of you guys get 30% off until the end of the month. With code, what is it, STV30. But if you're on the email list, you guys have all seen the 50% off code for those of you guys that have taken advantage of the free resources. Again, make sure you guys lock that in the end of the before the end of the month, because I'm gonna keep adding those strategies to that course. And then once you're in, you don't have to pay anymore. It's just you get the initial one, and then I just keep adding to it. But that one's dirty. Like it's so dirty the way that it works. The other thing I kind of want to talk about here too is discretionary versus systematic trading. And this is a really, really key point. I tweeted this out, that if you're trading with discretion, and I'll go over an easy definition to figure this out, or for you guys to figure this out in a second, but if you're trading with discretion, you're basically saying that you think you know where the market's going to go next on a very, very short time horizon, which I think is insane. I genuinely think it's an insane thing to do. The only times that discretion actually comes into play and has a place in the market is mid to longer term trades, like a TLT, like leaps on a certain company, because what you see is that you see people crowd into trades. There's an overall narrative or an overall thesis. And again, most people don't know what they're doing. So it's very easy to then just like, for a lot of people to then believe that thesis. Now, if you're going to then use your discretion and go in and look at fundamentals, look at all sorts of different metrics, even throw in some technicals in there, well, you can then use your discretion to actually get an edge. Because what your strategy should do is give you an edge. Your discretion most of the time is not going to give you an edge. And here's a really good way to determine whether you're trading with discretion or not. If you can put your strategy with a couple of very simple rules into an algorithm and it makes money over time backtested, where again, you're not manually backtesting it. You can just throw it, like feed data into it and you know what the results are. That's systematic trading. If you can't do that and there's all sorts of like, well, maybe this, maybe that, what about this, what about that? That's you trading with discretion. And I would say be very, very, very careful doing that. Sometimes it works depending on the person that you are, but most of the time it's not. And that's why, guys, 90-something% of day trade or any traders that enter the market fail, because they are trying to use their discretion versus a system. Like I say all the time, the only goal that you have going into the market every single day is to be a steward of your system. Because you can not have any coding experience, anything like that. So it's not an actual algorithm or a bot, but if you're operating the same way that an algorithm or a bot actually would in the market, well, it's the same difference. Just like, I mean, it's just like the strategy, the first strategy that I teach you guys in the day trading mastery course. It's like, well, I'm not in I don't have a say in what I do or what I don't do. It's just, there it is. The data works, the math works. So be very, very careful with that. and know the difference, and it'll help you out a whole lot in terms of risk management and psychology. Because again, what do traders struggle with? Risk management, psychology. It's not like they understand strategies. It's they don't understand psychology and risk management. And the main reason is that they're trading based on their own discretion, not the system. Very, very, very key point there, guys. ES chopping around, not doing a whole lot here. Let's see. Carvana's not really. That's up, what, 34 cents? Telly's down, though. Telly's back in the 93s. High of what, 96 something? Yeah, back down in. It's down like $2 from the high. That's fine. I mean, we're up, what? From like down in here all the way to here. Just on shares on TLT, it's up 12.5%. That's insane. TMF, I mean, looking at this thing here, the 3 times levered version of TLT, I mean, this thing is up a gargantuan amount, 40.5%. That's absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. We've had some really, really, really solid trades recently. It's been fun. It's been fun, guys. All right, man. Any tickers that you guys want to look through? Anything that you guys want to hear about before the market opens, let me know. We're going to be live again. Probably around until like 10 or 10:15. That's usually what we do. I want to see what's going on Twitter. I think I'm going to start interacting with more people because, like, the last 2 times that I've done this, the people have, like, liked my tweets, like, my replies. And I'm like, oh, that's probably what I should do on Twitter. Because, like, guys, Twitter is such, like, a cesspool of just nonsense. I just don't like it. I love Instagram. I love TikTok. Dude, somebody the other day was like, it's so, they go, this is what they said. They go, it's so obvious. You're literally just playing back the chart and then like putting a video up. And I was like, first of all, you know how much work that would be to then somehow match up price that you see on the screen when I'm making going up and down in terms of the position. It's literally impossible to do that. I was like, what does that even mean? How is that possible? Tina Daily and PayPal. Yeah, I gotcha. Tina. Dude, that looks awesome. This right here looks great. I mean, this move right here would fully qualify for what I love to trade. This one needs a little bit more time. I would say there's potentially some better opportunities this week. Plus, it's a 3 times levered one, so I would only do shares on this. I wouldn't buy options on a 3 times levered ETF. Just, again, we've talked about that a lot in the past, the way that those are rebalanced daily with the swaps and the bonds that they need to hold in these ETFs here. It does mess with options prices, usually in a way that's not going to benefit you. So anything that's 3 times levered, I usually just stick with shares. But I don't hate that chart there at all. And then what was it? PayPal. We nailed PayPal, remember? That was like the 600 something % one here. Oh, it looks, I mean, I could do another CPI trade with PayPal. The problem is that this looked great here. This is the day that I bought PayPal and then boom, boom, 600% right there. This is all I did. Inside bar, boom. Coin, we can take a look at Coin very quickly. Probably not going to do anything on that based on what crypto's doing. No. I'm not going anywhere near this thing. This is just a rocket. I'm not going anywhere near that. Thoughts on Tesla? Tesla's like very high priority on my watch list this week. Mainly because the potential risk to reward going into CPI, PPI, and Powell, it could be pretty significant. So again, if the risk to reward is going to I don't want to say widen, but increase there, I could size it down and still crank a pretty solid trade out of it. I like this. This is interesting to me. It's not as tight as I would like it to be. And again, for those of you guys that have downloaded the free ebook on shortthevix.info and are on the newsletter, you get a better understanding of that. This is the last Tesla trade that I took. Really liked this move right here. That was really fun. This one is all right. It's just not, I'd say there's better opportunities, but it's still a really good opportunity this week. This is another one that I missed, actually. So Palo Alto here, I do really like this, except it already broke. So I don't think I'm going to be touching this. But this is another interesting one. We'll go through a few of them that were on the watch list. This is probably the only one that I'll show you guys here. Snowflake is another really interesting one. But yeah, make sure that you guys are coming to the weekly newsletters, the video ones that I send you guys by email every single weekend. Those are incredibly important to be watching, and it's all free. Lulu last week paid. Yeah. Tesla's been a Magnificent 7 lagger. Yeah, it could catch up. That would be interesting. Or it'll continue to lag. I don't know. We got to wait and see. Baba in the 70s. Yeah, I really want Baba in the 60s. I really want Baba in the 60s. That's what I want. And I've been saying that since here. So I think it was, maybe I said this to Ralph. I might have tweeted it. I was like, this is interesting right here, but like I need to see if this like just bear flag's gonna play out. Now I didn't trade this to the downside because I'm not just gonna go in the market and just start trading chart patterns. I think that's a silly thing to do. Again, not back testable. You like it because here's anything that I teach you guys or anything that I do is fully back tested. There's nothing that I really do in the market that is like mainly like a short-term type of strategy that isn't back tested. It all has to be data and it can't be up to my discretion. A bear flag is up to my discretion. Even some of the swing strategy that I have is up to my discretion. But a lot of those can be mid to longer term trades, which makes it a little bit better. Like I wouldn't do this on a day trade because, okay, well, you can't backtest it. Anybody that tells you that you can backtest chart patterns are lying to you and have no understanding of the markets. I saw something very interesting this weekend too. And it made sense the way, and you guys know I think about things very differently. Let me see if I can find it. There's only, I believe it's 6 ways for any candle to form. Now there's slight variations of it. Again, it's like, but there's really only 6 ways a candle can form. Daily, weekly, monthly, anything. It's gonna make not as much sense if you don't see it. I gotta find it. I have a picture of it. I saw that and I was like, that's cool. That's interesting. Oh, I got it here. I can find it. Let me see. It's this guy. Yeah, it's this guy. Yeah, this picture right here. I think this is just cool to think about. So this picture right here, the 6 paths of a daily candle. So if you look at this, take pictures of this, and you look at it, you're like, I mean, yeah, there's variations. Like you could see slightly different candle formations form, but in general, that's basically what they're going to do. Whether it's weekly, monthly, daily, 1 minute, 20 second, doesn't matter. I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. Would you do something like Beyond with shares? Option chain kind of sucks. No, I would trade options on it, but I do. I mean, this is one of the things that we talked about. Needs to go flat. Needs to go flat. Also, guys, again, make sure, again, when you guys are filtering in here, tapping that like button helps out a whole lot. That's all I really ask for around here. You could do it with shares though. Again, guys, the potential payoff with any really of these trades, unless the options go absolutely nuts, if you're managing your risk correctly, it's the same as shares. It's basically the same as shares if you're risking, like if your risk management is in check. And that's what I've noticed. It's like I could have just traded all of these with just shares and done the same exact thing in terms of the results in the account. It's the same thing. It's just risk to reward. That one's growing on me. The Sunny D Rise Fuel is growing on me. I didn't like it at first, but now I kind of do. What's ES doing? Nothing. ES doing nothing. We got about 11 minutes to go until the ding ding here. I'm playing with the algorithm this week too because you could technically use the strategy, and that's why I'm putting it in the day trading mastery course as like a second strategy for you guys. So the value is just going through the roof on that product I have for you guys. But you can technically do it. Not even technically. You could easily do it if you're disciplined enough without any coding experience or a bot and not have it automated. You just do. I'm not going to say anymore, but it's pretty nasty. It's like not, I wouldn't say market neutral, but you literally don't care what the market does. You just don't care. It's just data, statistics, and what's happened over time. So there's a period of time with unlevered returns. So it's on shares. On a 20-year period is 600 something percent. It might even be 700. Where in the same period, if you did something slightly different, the returns overall were negative. So you're basically getting the best out of the market. It's almost a long-term investing strategy that's tradable. Oh man, I can't wait for you guys to see it. And even with the strategy you already have, that one's a monster too. Let's see. What do we got here? ES slipping. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that was. It wasn't me. It's not me. I don't know what you're angry about. It's not me. Let's see. Yeah, TMF down decent here. What's Telly down? 66 cents. Let's see what happens with this today. What do we want for open? I kind of want to see how Tesla does. Tesla. Flat. ES basically flat here too. Why is I just like I want this not here. What the why can't I change this? Huh. Well, we're gonna figure that out later. All right, let's see. Number 6 was blocked by my face. Oh, sorry. You could find it. I'm pretty sure you could Google search it or I could send it to you guys. If you want it, just like DM me. See, here's the thing. I haven't done anything with it yet, and I've not looked at anything that you could potentially do with it. I could build one. I just don't want to. Because it's kind of discretionary. It's not data backed. You also, so I found something yesterday as well, guys, with the algorithm that confirmed kind of exactly what I'm doing. And it has to do with when volume spikes every single day, like clockwork. So I know they're doing it too. So like, that's the interesting thing. Like, I know Big Money is actually doing this as well. And it's really interesting. I was like, oh, I could see you doing it. I literally could see you doing the exact same thing that I just found. So, yeah, those of you guys that are taking advantage of either the 50% off, the 30% off this month, you guys are going to get that soon. I think I'll be able to get it out to you guys by the, by the end of the year. Carvana red, Tessie screwing around, ES slipping. You think IWM will be your girl today? Well, I mean, if Tina's looking like it is over there, you definitely could get some good moves out of IWM. I want to test it on some other stuff too. NQ testing it was just a bit too wild. Like, it works, it's just it's a bit crazy. It'll whip around, and I'm like, why do that if we already know it works on this other thing? All right, team. The 2:00 Eastern out? No, it's not that. It's not that. See, like, it's the same. It's very similar to what I've already taught you guys in that video series. It's like, once you see it, you're like, it's that simple? Yeah. It's like that quote from the movie. It's like, what's the biggest lie that you've ever heard? And it's like, it wasn't that simple. And they're like, why? They're like, because it is. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, I spent all Friday night just like, I was like, it worked. I know it works. I just want to see how well. I just want to see how well it works, you know? What? Argentine peso in parallel black market stable at $9.90 per dollar after Milei sworn in president. Traders mentioned reduced liquidity. Why do they have a parallel black market? What? What? What is happening, guys? What is going on? Why do we live in just such a clown world here? I don't understand. I don't get it. Speaking in codes, I see. No. You guys already know. Good morning. What's up, Wayne? How you doing, buddy? Let's see if I can get a trade today. You guys have been going wild on like Instagram and TikTok too. Like those videos, like the one that I had just posted like 2 weeks ago is at like 180,000 views. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I see a lot of people on like Twitter and everything that are like, we're taking over and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, but no results over there though. It's like we generate results. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see much here on there's no real data today. Let's see here. There's no real data. Well, that's not true. We have the bond auction at 1. That's huge. That's going to be real big. Tassie falling into the red here. ES slipping going into market open. We have 3 minutes until the ding ding team. 3 minutes more. Here we go. Here we go. This is going to be fun. I hope you guys are ready for a good week. Again, those of you guys filtering in, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, helps out a little bit, spreading these streams out. Tassie dropping here. Tally coming back up a little, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Two minutes. Yeah, Tesla. Are we still on a green streak for Mondays? I haven't looked at that. We could be. I don't know. We could be. I do not know. All right, team. What are we going to get? Be nice to get a day trade today. That'd be sweet. If not, I'm just going to maybe hunt for some swings or just like relax. I mean, I won't be day trading Wednesday. There's not going to be anything then. So I really just have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Swings, though. We can still nail the swings. The swings are always still nailable. All right. 30 seconds here. Here we go. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. The market is open. Here we go, everybody. Let's see what we got today. Tessie screwing around. I think I got a lot of price alerts firing off. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Market selling a little. Cool. All right. All righty. Carvana down a little here. I'd love to see it take out this 42.13. That'd get interesting. I've got some other stocks that I want to look at here too, see how they're doing. Rivian is interesting to me. I just want it to flatten out a little bit here. Snow. Chilling. Beyond needs to set a range. TLT not doing great. I'd love to see this thing sell down to here, like 4644, and then play maybe a little retest move. That would be fun. That would be fun. Other than that, I would expect this day to be a little boring until the bond auction comes out, because, like, think about it. Think about it very logically, everybody. Why would the market make a very significant move today in either direction, aside from a bond auction move, if we have CPI data tomorrow, PPI the next day, Powell on Wednesday as well? It doesn't really make any sense for much to happen today. So this is really a day to really just wait and see what the market wants to do in general. That's really it. Oh, and then if you have any tickers, call them out. Call them out. Where's this thing? Where's Chegg? Yeah, tap there. That was nice. That was nice. We got filled on Carvana at the high here, which was really great. Which was really nice. Tessie drop. Which was that from a while ago, or is that just now? It's down, what, 0.8 here. That's fine. I mean, we'll leave this thing be. Just let it set up. Should we take the day easy then? I mean, why do anything crazy? If no trade set up, especially like aside from like, especially with like what I've taught you guys, and those of you guys that have watched that video series, it's very, very, very simple. The strategy is incredibly simple and very, very powerful. Yeah, keep selling. Yeah, sell. Sell hard, market. I want to see this thing drop significantly, because right now there's not much. I would expect the move would be down if it's going to make one. If it runs to the upside there, it's going to be very difficult, I think, for me to get a trade. IWM wild opening wick. What happened there? Oh, on the 15, yeah. Dude, they do it. It looks like they do it on everything. Oh my God. Carvana slipping pretty big there. But this thing could easily just reverse course and just start moving. On Google on the daily, I wouldn't touch any of this. This does not meet any of my criteria, so I would not go anywhere near it. It's simple as that. Rated BG13. You gotta. So this is one thing that I think a lot of new people need to learn. You don't just go into a chart and say, can I do some technical analysis? I'm not saying that this is a bad thing to ask. I'm just saying, like, this is not how you should do it. You don't just go and look at a chart and say, this is what I want. I want to see if I can find a trade on it. You look at your strategy and see if it applies on that chart. That's what you do. It's not the other way around. You don't see if you can find something on the chart. You see if you can implement your strategy on the chart. This chart looks stupid to me. I would never touch anything on here. Snow's moving up. Are they going to get another all-time high breakout here? Jeez, man. Palantir's at 1789. I want that thing sub 17. Whew, those contracts are juiced. Those contracts on snow are juiced, man. Oh my God. Yeah, snow is moving up here. I don't know. Those contracts are ridiculous. Telly just sitting down about 0.5% here. ES doing nothing. Okay. Just about time for the Baba leaps? Not yet. Not yet. I don't want it yet. I'm not just going to blindly buy it when it slips 70 here. That's not what I'm looking for. AVGO? Broadcom. Wayne, what is this, dude? This doesn't follow anything. This is zero part of the swing strat. This is nothing. It's just running. This is why most people in the market fail, guys. Because they're just like, ooh, running, cool, look at it. Who cares? I don't care. And you shouldn't care either. ES moving back up. Like, seriously, why is this a trade? Smash that like, you slackers. Thank you, D Young. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, as you guys are filtered in, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Again, like, guys, once you go through the free ebook and you hop into the day trading mastery course, it's like you just see the market differently, and you're like, that's like, there's no reason to do things that don't follow a specific system. Snow going there. Thinking to the downside. This is okay, Wayne. This is literally exactly what I said earlier today, and I want everybody to pay attention to this because this is really important. Remember the difference between discretionary and systematic trading? You're doing everything wrong. And I'm going to be harsh on you, Wayne. You're doing everything wrong in terms of using your own discretion. Why? This is your thought process right now. Stock up 8%, I want puts. Okay. Why? It's up. I think it's coming down. Key point. I think. That's not a trading strategy. That's gambling. If you want to gamble, fine by me. It's not what we're going to be doing. How to get the ebook? Just go to shortthevix.info. That'll also add you to the email newsletter as well, or the video newsletter that I send out to you guys every week. So I'm not going to be sending out, maybe one more time I'll give you guys the 50% off code that's on the list, but I don't think I will. We did it twice. Those of you guys already have it. So for everybody else too that want the day trading mastery course, I'll throw the link in the live chat here too. Use the code STV30 and you guys get 30% off on that, and you guys are good to go. So there's that link there for you. ES coming to the upside there. Where's Snow? Yeah, it's looking good. Let's see. Thank you for the 50% off. No problem, guys. Yeah, all of you guys that again, I made sure that you guys were all following me on Instagram and everything. I was saying it for a while. Those of you guys that took advantage of those free resources up until now, I wanted to reward you guys. And again, for the first month that it's dropping, everybody gets 30% off in the public as well. So you guys are good. But then after this month, it goes right back up to the listed price. Let's see, ES moving. What if snow breaks 200, man? That would be a bit wild. I mean, where's this? Oh, that's not Palo Alto. I think was the all-time high breakout. This one was not. This one could get going really nicely here. How many have included SCV's course in their Santa letter? Some of you might have. All right, let's see what we got here. Hopefully you guys are on the nice list. All right. Yeah, I like that snow move. Let's see what happens with this. ES moving here. Where's TLT? No, this thing's having no fun today. Oh, Carvana starting to get a little spot. If it can break here, the high of Friday, 41, what is that, 41.33? It can do it fast. It's just like gonna whip around a lot. Has the snow entry passed? The snow entry was like right here, right around in here. It could be this or this. So I'm up 24% on it. So we'll see what happens. You just read the ebook and said, take my money? Well, the ebook's awesome, guys. The ebook is giving you a lot of it gives you a precursor to what we talk about in the course. And then you also get to see the full backtest, because that backtest, guys, and those of you guys that have gone through, you've seen how strict I am with it. And even with the strict nature of how I'm testing it, it still has had 0 losing months in 2023. 0. It's awesome. Snow looking good here. ES coming to the upside. All right, we'll see here. What are we going to get? Now I'm up 26% on snow. It is awesome. Thank you, Daily Taylor. Palantir trying to hold 18. This is an interesting level. I would like to see it trade to 1662. Don't know if we're going to get there, but we'll see. Yeah, it's trying to get back above there. Yeah, thank you for that feedback, Daily Taylor. I appreciate that, man. Let's see. New 15-minute candle coming in here in about a minute as well. That could get interesting. Wow, you guys are going nuts on the like button today. I appreciate you guys. Microsoft at an interesting level. We can take a look at that. Oops, sorry. That would look. This looks like it wants to roll over. Ralph, I know I feel like you're a little put happy right now, which is fine. But let's see. All right, let's see what we get here. Of course, I was already experimenting with risking less and making more. I read it. It was like, yes! Yeah, thank you, Daily Taylor. I appreciate that feedback. Yeah, that's what it is. Less trades, more profits, everybody. That's the name of the game. You have to hedge your share. I know. Snow looking really good this morning. Throwing a little sell limit on there. Does Beyond still have high short interest? It should. It should. I believe it does. So that, yeah, I like this. I just gotta wait for it to flatten out here. Which this probably wouldn't be the best week for things to go flat. With CPI, PPI, and Powell. Do I have after hours on or off? For what? For the daily? The daily chart, it doesn't really matter. I'm just looking at daily candles. This is daily, and then this is for ES here. It's always trading, so almost doesn't really matter. It's going to show you everything. Sharked a little there. David just blasted your DM with China info. Ooh. Well, if you look at fundamentally, Baba's a steal compared to Amazon right now. Is the check play done? Or you still? I don't know. You can do whatever you want. I mean, where is it? Still chilling. This thing's still chilling. It hasn't come down to here. Again, these are all size. These are all size for 0. You're still green. This is the level we needed to break. We tapped it. We haven't gotten past yet. I'm just hanging out. That's why shares is sometimes a lot better, but you also have to make sure that you're sizing for 0, which is why in the ebook, I'm like, don't be putting a lot of money into them. You don't need to. Especially when we're going to hit, like, when consistently we would hit those 500, 600, 800% trades. Like, you do not need to be putting that much money into them. And you shouldn't be. Do you have after hours on or off? It doesn't really matter, Peter. Why are you asking about after hours? It literally doesn't matter. Because for ES, it's always going to have, like, you're not, like, if you were to turn after hours off on, like, it's going to be default to on. So when I'm looking at this on the 15, yeah, I have all the after hours price action, but that's just how this chart is going to look anyway. SPY and other stocks. I mean, on other stocks, I have them on, but it still doesn't really matter. Right? Like, why? Like, think about it like this. Why would it matter if we're swinging it what the after hours does if we're entering with options? Well, it really doesn't. We're looking at what the daily candles are doing and how they're behaving intraday. Could they wick around? Yeah, they could. You could see some craziness, but it doesn't really matter because most of the stuff that I'm doing on single stocks anyway is off of the daily time frame. Okay, so why would it matter? Well, it doesn't. Makes 1,000,000% more sense to be day trading futures and swinging options. What's my take on TLT? I've bottom ticked it, so I'm just sitting on it now. I only have a third of like what I actually want to put into that trade. Like that's what remember I said the day before Bill Ackman covered his treasury short, I had finished my first round of scaling in. So I have about a third of what I actually want to put into the trade. The thesis is still the same, nothing's changed. So, still looking good. I did just post another TLT video if you want to check that out too. So, there's 3 TLT videos now. You like the evolution of the streams? You kept your essence, but are not so hyperactive. It's cool. Yeah, you don't have to be. Less trades, more profits, guys. I mean, I could talk a lot more about TLT, but the main thing is, and I think what people don't understand is, like, when we have $7.4 trillion of government debt maturing next year, they're not going to want to refinance at higher rates. They're not going to do it. There's going to be pressure on the Fed to decrease rates as soon as feasibly possible, which I think is May. May, June is where I think we could see the first rate cut. I don't believe it's March. People say March. The expectations sometimes say March. I don't believe so. I think it's too early. If you think about this as well, I saw something incredibly interesting that was in furtherance of the thesis that I was talking to you guys about, that a lot of the different components of CPI, inflation basically, are moving differently. They're not all moving at the same time or by the same amount. So the main difference there is, like, it's the labor market and then some other things as well. Like, you're seeing the labor market soften a little bit, but you're not seeing some of these other different sections of, like, inflation or what the Fed is looking at doing the exact same thing. And things are going to move a little bit slower and stickier. So they have to make sure that across the board, everything is good to go for them to start cutting rates. Because if things don't start to slow that increase, the acceleration slows down enough, well, then they're just going to basically, like, get one of the elements of it is going to be looking good, but then they're just going to rip up prices in other aspects, which is what they don't want. Let's see here. Tesla looking sad intraday. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it, but it looks interesting. It's just hanging out. If this inside bars, that'd be nice going into CPI. Yellen is going to smack Jerome into cutting. I think so too, but he really doesn't want to. She's forcing it 100%. He's going to get pressure from the Treasury to do it. And Powell understands it too, because you have to think about it like this. Like, if they refinance the debt, $7.4 trillion at high interest rates, they are in a very, very, very bad spot. They can't do it. We're already paying too much in interest. So if they end up doing it, that's real bad for, like, the United States economy as a whole, and just the way that the United States operates. It's bad. Let's see here. Trump did the same thing to Jerome in 2019. Was that the taper tantrum? Or was that 2018? Are you referring to the taper tantrum? Snow looks good. I'd love to see this thing push up into here. Well, that's big. 203. That's huge. Thanks. No problem. No problem, James. Let's see. I don't really see anything on ES here. There's not real much going on. So if I do look for a trade, it'll be later in the day here. When he was all pissed that they raised rates. No, this is not. Was it? I don't think it was. I don't think there was a rate increase. Was it 2018 or 19? Yeah. Mid-September 2019, overnight money market rates spiked and exhibited significant volatility amid a large drop in reserves due to the corporate tax date and increases in net treasury issuance. Although some upward pressure on money market rates due to these seasonal factors was expected, the extent of the increase in both the level and volatility of rates in secured and unsecured markets was surprising. In this note, this is from the Fed. In this note, we review the money market events of September 2019 and discuss the factors that may contribute to the sharp movements in the repo market and the associated pressures in the federal funds market. They're going to talk about SOFR, the Fed funds rate, the unsecured versus secured rates. I mean, we could go through all of that stuff, but it's not really useful to us right now. You went for it on BABA. I'm not there yet with it. I'm not there yet. Because the problem is that if you see it lagging the market that much, if the market rolls over, spaghetti-o, BABA. It'll just keep going. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. Did BABA crack below? Or is this based off of what David's showing you? I like how they bought that, but they've done this a few times, and it just continues. Whoa, 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 whoa. ES, what was that? That was big. That was pretty big on ES there. What was that? Huh. Yeah, this is just chop nonsense. Again, very, very, very similar to what we were saying earlier. There's not a big need for this. For trading today. CPI tomorrow, PPI the next day. Overall, big money is just waiting to see what the results of that data is going to be. Maybe they screw around with the 10-year, a reaction based off the 10-year auction today. But most of the reaction is going to come Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday on like the continuation of whatever we're going to see. I like snow. I like this. I just want to see it. Bloop. You know? I don't think they were raising rates, man. Yeah, Daily Taylor. I think you might be remembering that incorrectly. I don't believe they were raising rates during Trump. I could be wrong too, but I don't think they were. 20% position size on BABA, just the trend line. Are you going shares? Oh, 20% of what your allocation would be. Oh, gotcha. I see what David's saying over here. I see. He's starting to feed it out. This thing should be down. Yeah. And then where's check? Yeah, it's still holding. This thing moves very slow, though. This is probably only going to move really with data. Rivian was another one I was looking at. I like how it's moving this morning. If this can go flat, then break, oh, I'd love that up to here. 23, 24, 25. I'd love to get something like that. Last time we traded Rivian was filthy. Filthy. My leaps were up 500%. It was this move here. Boom. This was off the weekly time frame, though. You saw the weekly break, and it just went. What's my expiration on check? January. Oh, Coin Riot Mara news. Crypto stocks fall as Bitcoin drops a 1-week low. Coinbase down 4. Riot down 9.7. Mara down 9.7. Yeah, I mean, if we look at Mara here, look at what we have drawn up. This is, I mean, pretty great trade here, guys. Like, this one was great. We were talking about this on the newsletter for weeks. Finally, we got our nice break above that 1066 area. Ripped up to that first TP, ripped up to second TP, and that's where I ended up selling the rest of the position there. That was perfect. Now, again, they did raise rates in 2017? Oh, interesting. Why do some technological companies like Palantir, Oracle, or CBNA trade on the New York Stock Exchange rather than NASDAQ? They sometimes trade on both. I think it's just where they've decided to list their shares. Fun death wick on the SPY. What happened? Yeah, it's moving around pretty strangely here. But yeah, the Mara trade was awesome. Very, very, very good trade there, guys. That one was great. The PayPal was great. Let's see. All right. Let's see who we get. Wayne, I don't know. You're going to have to ask them about that. Let's see. Not a whole lot going on here, team. That's not a death wick. I mean, you're right, but this is a weird wick on the 15. Very strange wick there on the 15. And here comes snow a little bit. Nothing crazy. What's the high here? 195 today. ZS. Is it moving? Yeah, I don't hate it. This is one from the watch list too. I've had some bad luck with Zscaler in the past, I think. I don't know. I'll leave that one be. Well, yeah, I'll probably leave this one be for now. You guys can do whatever you want, though. I mean, the tickers are there for you to do whatever you like with them. I'm not going to be able to hit them all. So, like, maybe this is going to be the one that moves like a firm. It's probably not, but the affirm one was nasty. So, that one, look, so we were talking about this one here, and I was like, guys, I think this one's got some movement here. This was the day that I thought I was going to miss it on. So, this was in the newsletter. I was like, probably going to miss it, and then it goes up freaking 40% in shares over the next 2 weeks. I was like, that would have been at least 1,500%. So we're handing them out left and right. It just depends. I'm going a little bit more risk off here, especially going into the end of the year. I'm not going that crazy, especially this week with CPI, PPI, holiday trading weeks. Like, it could get a little funky, team. Let's see here. Yeah, this one guy's freaking out about NASDAQ, and I'm like, well, why? It's a day before CPI. It's going to move weird. What in the... Am I always buying 1 month out? No, sometimes I'll buy weekly. Sometimes I'll buy 3 weeks out. It depends. It's just that sliding scale of risk that we've talked about before. Like, if you want to take 0.5% of your portfolio of risk, you can trade weeklies if you want to. I'm surprised you didn't take that RKT one. That was a banger. I just didn't see it. Like, I don't see all of them. I got to be better about like, this one was a really... Did you hit it, Daily Taylor? Like, this one was one opportunity here, one opportunity here, one opportunity here. Like, it just kept doing it. The RKT was another dirty one. I think we talked about that on the newsletter as well. Yeah, CPI and 30-year auction tomorrow. We got the 10-year today. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm not gonna trade all of them. I can't. Like, it's impossible for me to see every single one. But as long as you guys have them, we're good to go. Yeah, I got the idea from you. That's exactly. There you go. Nonsense price action out of ES today. What was the percentage on that one, Daily Taylor? It must have been pretty good. It must have been pretty good. There you go, shoot the moon. That's pretty solid there, man. Where's the newsletter? Just go to shortthevix.info. Throw in your name and email. You get to download the free trading ebook, and then you also get the emails every Sunday at noon Eastern with the link to the video newsletter, which happens at 2. The Affirm was very good too. Guys, I want to know how much those Affirm contracts went up. I don't know. It was over 200%. Good work. Like, I know that those Affirm contracts were 1,000%, at least 1,000% gainer. I just don't know how crazy it was. It might even been like 5,000%. Like, that's how crazy that movement in the underlying was. 550 on NQ. There you go. I mean, that's an interesting trade there. Like, I don't know, I don't know what you're doing on NQ this morning, but this thing is just, this whole market's just chopping around doing zero. Be careful with discretionary, guys. Again, all my day trades, everything, especially everything that I teach you guys in the day trading mastery course, it's all systematic. There is no room for me to come in, or any of you to come in and then screw it up with your own thoughts. It's why? Like, it's literally impossible. You just go boom, done. You find the level, bing, bang, boom, execute. It wins or loses, and you're done. Where is CVNA? Is this thing selling? Just holding. It went crazier than we expected. Oh boy, Eddie. What? Come on, don't tease me. What was it? What was it? I could look at the historic options prices, but like I don't really want to. Mikey? Who's Mikey? Yeah, daily Taylor bought contracts at 14, sold at 38 on what? You got a firm too? Oh, you guys, those of you guys that grabbed the RKT and a firm. See, then I was over here with Mara and PayPal with my 600 something percenters. Those were good. I'm fine with that, guys. If I don't take all of them, it's all right. As long as you guys are nailing them too, that's all we need. As always, good advice. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm not really giving you advice though. It's really just strategy. RKT. Oh, nice. Yeah, the RKT was nasty. I don't know, but he likes it. Yeah, Wayne, you got to take the time and go through all the videos and don't skip around. Wish you held longer too. Yeah, all of my swings. Mara is a great example of this. All of my swings have levels. So on Mara here, I was looking to sell here and here. Now, after they had already gone and I had kind of seen Bitcoin running a little bit too much, I expected Bitcoin to start moving to the downside. And you weren't seeing the explosion up above some of these levels that you did this time. This was just straight up. Yeah, you had this little consolidation, but other than that, this thing just ripped. This is actually supposed to be a little higher here. What's this right here? That was an 8-to-1. This one was what? 6-to-1? So I just have these levels set in my price alerts here, and I don't touch anything on my positions until they touch. So I get the alert, boom, done. And sometimes I set them a little bit lower too, so that I can prepare for as prices getting to the level, then I can ditch them. Firm had that catalyst from Black Friday increased use of buy now, pay later. Technically, Mara was more fine-tuned. True. You are correct on that one. All right. Market's starting to move a little bit here, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. IWM 186 pounds, so predictable. There you go. There you guys go. I can't wait to show you guys this new algorithmic trading strategy. Those of you guys that have snagged the day trading mastery course, you're gonna get that. I think I gotta see because I have somebody crunching numbers on this, and we'll then have about 30 years of data on it. And there's no debating the data. It's not like, oh, could the data be wrong? No. It's like, you'll see it. The test that I was running on Friday night, I had to do it manually. We have a way to do it now where it's not manual and we can just feed data into it and just see what it does over time. And it's nasty. You guys are going to be like, how did we not think of this? And I'll be like, I mean, I just think of things. You want to look at NQ? Why do you want to look at NQ? Oh, whoa. Well, I could trade some NASDAQ today. I might. All right. Maybe I'll trade some NASDAQ today. I think this would work. Okay. Maybe I trade some NQ today. Huh. That could be interesting. Yeah, NQ up there, man. ABBV. It's been running. But again, Wayne, you're not really trading with a strategy. You're just saying, I think go up, I think go down. You gotta be very careful with that. Gotta be very, very, very careful with that, man. Yeah, Snow looking at 194 again. That's nice. You bought a bunch of out of the money $1, $2, $3 calls for January, February of the small miners. Like, pretty sure you'll hit 3-digit percentages. What do you think of that strategy? You didn't say anything about a strategy. You just said I bought calls. You don't have a strategy. You just bought calls. I don't know what your strategy is. Right now it's I bought calls. What do you think? And it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. CLSK. CLSK popped up on something, I think. It's just a little wild. It's too much of a wild child for me. Well, the idea is to ride them until Bitcoin hits its high. That's the idea. You're gambling. That's fine. You can gamble. That's okay. You just can't, I just don't want you to think. And that's the thing. Like, you have to know exactly what you're doing in the market, guys. If you're like, I have a great strategy. What is it? I bought calls. That's gambling. What's the risk management? What was the entry criteria? Like maybe it works, but it doesn't matter if it works. That's the thing you have to realize. Like, it doesn't matter if you make or lose money if you just willy-nilly bought calls. You made 300%. Cool. I can go to the casino and win $1 million today. Does it mean that I can outsmart the casino? No. Like, guys, be smart. Be smart. All right, let's see. Let's see. You hear their earnings and their projection every month. There's nothing really that you could say to me right now, aside from an actual strategy that you've said, like, that you're not gambling. Man, like, you're just gambling. That's fine. But the problem is that you're not going to have any idea about what you're able to generate in the long term. You just won't. And that's okay. If you want to just act like that in the market, it's fine. Like, you just, like, it's okay. I'm just telling you, if you want to have better long-term success, that's not what you do. Simple. Carvana moving back up here a little bit. What they mine every month? That's fine. So you're taking a position trade using discretion over the long term, or the mid to long term. That's fine. Again, it's fine. I do it too. But you can't then say that that's a strategy. It's a discretionary trade. You're saying I think. Not, I don't care what the market does. The strategy's just going to work. Which is what that new algorithm that I'm going to show you guys does. It's nasty. Nasty. All of you guys that are already on the Day Trading Mastery course are going to get that. And anybody that joins with the discount through the end of the month, you're also going to get it too. ES coming up. Snow's trying to break 194. Carvana's getting a little spicy here. Let's throw this on the 15, see what this looks like. It's probably V-shaped. Well, on the 5-minute it might be, but nope, this is just whipping. But given the time we're in, cool. Cool. Like, it's okay. You can do that. It's just any time that I'm taking a day trade or a trade that's like within like a couple weeks, my risk is either really small or I'm trading with a system that I literally don't have control over what it does because the work's already been done. What's Telly doing? Like TLT, this trade is discretionary, but what's the time horizon on it? Over a year. So it's like, okay. Yeah, here comes Carvana. I want to see it break here. 42.13. That's what I want to see Carvana break. Am I using TradingView for charting futures? Netty? Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. Let's see. AMD highs? Oh, is it over 130? Oh, dude. I'm making so much money. Dude. That's so ridiculous. All right, I want to see how much my AMD position is worth right now. I'm going to do a calculation because I know how many shares I have. Oh my god. Do I use Ninja? I use Desktop Ninja. Or no, web version. Sorry, web version. I don't use the desktop one. You can't do it on Mac. Dude. That is, oh my god. That is that yearly highs? Yeah. There we go, Amanda. Dude. Yeah, all right, I'll show you guys where I bought this. You guys already know. I feel like we're beating a dead horse here, but this is when I bought. Where is it? It's like in here, right around in here. My average is 1139. It's at 133. Oh man, I love you, AMD. My baby. My baby. Just today. Yeah, making good money today on it if it's up $4. Wow. Thanks for that, James. I appreciate that, dude. Making me feel good. The long term is crushing. Even though I just view that as like fake money that I don't touch, but it's fun. How do you open 2 positions at once and close 1 position at the first take profit? Limit orders. Like if you do 2 contracts, you just throw a limit order and adjust the size in the top. What's my average on AMD? 1139. 1139. Yeah, it's nasty. I've got Facebook pretty low too. I've got a lot of good stuff in that portfolio. Is it? Ooh, it might have crossed a number. Hold on. It might have crossed a number. I mean, I only look at it when I know my positions are doing really well. I don't look at my long term when the market has a bad day because that number is going to be big, and I just don't want to see it. Let's see what we got. Oh, we're looking good. We are looking good. Nice when I see it when I grew up. I want to make that much in one trade. You're 41. Hey, man, there's always time. There's always time. Tally doing nothing here. This is going to wait around for the bond auction later. All right. Alrighty, team. It is 10:20, so we're probably going to be wrapping it up here. Again, for those of you guys that still need to hop into the Day Trading Mastery course and take advantage of that 30% off that I'm offering you guys this month, I just put the link in the live chat there. Right now, there is one back-tested, proven strategy that works over time. You guys see the back testing. You get all the background on it. You get how to trade futures, options, everything, even if you want to screw around with Forex. I went through and went through what points or pips basically you would need to be risking on those, NQ, ES, everything. If you guys want to add that to your toolbox, less trades, more profits, hitting those 1 to 6, 1 to 8, 1 to 10 risk to reward trades that you guys see me hit all the time. Make sure you guys are hopping in before the end of the month, because that's when the discounts are no longer available, and they're going to be at my word of the day discretion to then send any out again. So, team, that's probably it here. Again, you want to get Apex accounts too. Those are in the description. But I will see you guys tomorrow for a really, really insane day with CPI. Oh, maybe we stream a little earlier tomorrow for CPI, so we'll watch the data drop. So I think we'll do that. But team, once you guys are the other thing, once you guys are in the once you guys are going through the videos in that course there, if you have any questions, just message me on Twitter or Instagram. I know I got one that I got to respond to over here. Yeah, just ask me any questions that you guys have. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. But team, I'll see you later. Peace.